Hey guys, and welcome to a new video on Bite to Geek. Today I'm taking a look at a Microsoft Bluetooth Ergonomic Mouse, so let's get into it. So guys, this mouse from Microsoft, it is the Bluetooth Ergonomic Mouse, and currently the full retail price of it is £49.95 in the UK, and you can pick this particular model up at the moment on Amazon for £37.99, so you know, a little bit cheaper. That's for the black version. There are 4 different colour variants. There's black, there's white, and then there's 2 pastel colours, blue and peach. Out of all of them, the white is the one which is the full retail price, so something to bear in mind there. So let's just see what we get in the box. I'm not expecting much. It is just a mouse after all. So yeah, got that there, and then we've just got some leaflets on the inside. So we'll just take see what we've got there. So yeah, warranty, registration information, and then the fairly lightweight guide there, a couple of pages on English. So yeah, pretty much what you expect with a mouse, really. So as I say, this particular one was £37.99, and with it being a Bluetooth mouse, you know, one thing to be aware of really is that it doesn't come with a Bluetooth adapter or any other kind of adapter, you know, like the Logitech mice. So if you don't have Bluetooth already, you are going to have to factor in the cost of a small Bluetooth adapter. They're cheap enough, but you know, you should be aware of that. It officially supports Windows 10, but I believe it will also work on Windows 8.1 as well. Unlikely to work on anything less than that, to be fair. So again, you know, if you're running an operating system earlier than that, you probably need to rethink what you're doing. It is powered by 2 AAA batteries, so they're just underneath this little flap here. They come pre-installed, which I found quite odd. This box was not opened; it was still factory sealed, but the batteries were already in the mouse, and the correct way around as well. So the only thing that was stopping use of it was the power button being switched off. But you know, fair enough. Normally, you get batteries in a separate shrink wrap. So yeah, little flap on the bottom there. And then what else to say? So it's a 5-button mouse, and you know, you've got your 2 standard buttons on the top there. You've got these 2 silver buttons on the side here for your various functions, and then your 5th button is actually the scroll wheel, which you can press down as well. Pretty much standard, you know, as in other mice. Obviously from a aesthetics perspective, you know, I actually think it's quite nice. When I decided upon this, I was also looking at the MX Master range of mice, and you know, again, they you know, slightly different angle on top, but again, you know, they have the kind of like the thumb rest there. I find this is actually a good size, and you know, it fits nicely in the palm of the hand. It is rubberized down the side and around the bottom of the mouse, around there. So you know, you've got some nice grip there, and this is just, you know, hard plastic on the top. In terms of the mouse clicks, you know, all very, very nice. You know, if you've ever had a Microsoft mouse before, you know, okay, you know, they have done a couple of dodgy mice over the years, but generally their mice are of a really good quality, I find. You know, the mouse clicks all sound the same really on them. You know, they have that quality feel about them. The side ones, you know, again, a different click. You know, they are you know, almost like a kind of a dead click really, and then the scroll wheel click, again, you know, that is another click. So you know, if you were listening out for clicks, you know, you'd be able to differentiate between them. In terms of weight, you know, it's not that heavy. It's not light. It does feel pretty good. You know, in terms of size, you know, so this is my standard wired mouse, which I've got there. So you know, it's pretty much same kind of size, maybe a little bit longer, I guess. Obviously a little bit wider. Yeah. So you know, aesthetically and you know for fit, it is actually quite a nice mouse, really. In terms of DPI, so you know, if you were looking between this and say the Logitech MX Master mice, you know, this really, you're not probably going to want to use this for first-person shooters. I think it's got a DPI of 2500, something like that. Whereas the MX Master, for example, is 4000, I think it is. So very much more a productivity mouse rather than a gaming mouse. But you know, you could use it for some gaming titles. You know, I don't think that would be an issue. So just in terms of the battery life, the official documentation states that it's 12 months from the AAA batteries. So I think that's pretty good. You know, to be honest, you know, you could chuck a couple of rechargeables in there, and you know, you'll be fine with that. But even so, you know, if you get 12 months lifespan out of a couple of AAAs, it's hardly going to break the bank. One thing to note on this, and really I consider it a bit of a bonus for me because I didn't actually notice it when I bought the mouse, but when I was looking at the MX Master series, one of the things that actually does is it allows you to, certainly on the MX Master 3, is it allows you to use the mouse across multiple devices. I think it will work across 3 devices, and this will also do that. It's something I noticed on the box when I received it. It's not something I noticed in the actual product description. But you know, I think for this price, you know, it's half the price of the MX Master 3. I think that's a real bonus there. If that is a you know, piece of functionality that you're looking for from the mouse. So and it works by all accounts in the same way as the Logitech mouse, in that you know, you just move your mouse to the edge of the screen on one computer and it will move over to the screen on the other computer. So you know, I'll be looking to try that out in this review along with a couple of other things, but just to give you a better look at the underside there where the camera picks that up. So obviously you've got your on-off switch there, you've got your 3 devices there to indicate which one it's actually paired to, whether you can see that there, and then you've got your Bluetooth pairing button there. So in terms of setup, really, you know, you can go through the kind of like the standard process of adding a Bluetooth device and pairing it that way, or if your system supports it, there is the Swift pair option. So you know, that is just basically pressing the Bluetooth button for a few seconds and off it goes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get this set up on the computer, and download the software, because there's, you know, quite a nice piece of software to go with this, and we'll see what it's like. So it's a real straightforward process. You just got to pair the mouse to your PC, and Windows 10 just makes it a doddle to go and do this, and you just, you know, add a new Bluetooth device, and you know, click the pairing button on the bottom of the mouse, and within seconds, you know, it finds it and it's ready to go. And then once you've got that on the system, you end up with a little pop-up which comes up and says, do you want to install Microsoft software, the keyboard and mouse software? Now obviously you don't have to do this, but you'll lose a lot of the functionality, or the enhanced functionality, I guess, from the mouse. You can just use the mouse straight away, but you just get navigated off to the website, choose your version that you want to install, and you know, off it downloads and installs on your computer. So once this is installed, you just get this nice little pop-up window, and basically this is where you can configure various aspects of your mouse. so you can set, what all the different buttons do, and your DPI settings on the mouse as well. And the nice thing about this is that you can do this either for the computer that you're on, or you can do this for all the computers that you're on. So you can have different settings for different computers, which I think is a really nice touch. And as you can see there, drop down, there's only one computer on there at the moment. But you can enable this, this sharing of the mouse across devices, and this is where you can actually see those devices showing up on the screen, and which ones are actually active. So you actually have to have this software installed on each computer that you want to be able to do that. And it's only Windows computers, so you won't be able to put that on a Mac. You can do app specific settings as well, so you can set up various aspects for your own individual application. So maybe you want things for, say, Photoshop or something like that. Maybe you do that on kind of like an editing PC, and then you've got a gaming PC. But it's very, very configurable. Lots of functionality here, and I've just got the basics set up really on initial installation. Obviously, I need to have a good play around with this. If you do set up the device sharing, and obviously once you've got the basics set up and everything, then just by moving your mouse to the edge of the screen, what you'll actually get is a pop-up like this in the bottom corner. And to be honest with you, it can get a little bit annoying after a while, so you can actually turn that off and just have that notification showing in the notification center. So just to give you guys a bit of an idea of how the computer switching works with the mouse, what I've got here on the left screen, the grey screen, is my desktop system, and then obviously I've got my laptop there just at the side. And what you can actually see, so the mouse here, I'm controlling this at the moment, that is on my desktop computer. And I'm sure you'll be able to see here, I can control the mouse here on my laptop just with the trackpad. But if I move my mouse cursor to the edge of the PC screen, then as you can see, a little pop-up there tells me that the mouse is now switched from the desktop and it's now on the laptop. And if I take it to the edge of the laptop screen, it then comes back onto the PC screen. So yeah, there is a slight delay on it. It's, I'd say it was probably just under a second, but for some really great flexibility and being able to use the same mouse across two devices, I think that is very clever the way that works. So hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea of that piece of functionality. So guys, after a full day's usage of this mouse, I can honestly say it's, for me anyway, it's a joy to use. Mice are a very personal thing. They're not going to work for everybody, and everybody's hands are different sizes, and what you're used to is not the same as somebody else. But for me, this was just an absolute joy to use. If you're looking at getting one of these, if you can get it for the £38, then it's an absolute steal in my opinion. £50, it's still an excellent price for this mouse and the functionality that you get with it. I said earlier on in the video that it was light but with a little bit of weight. Actually, when you use it, it feels heavier than actually what it feels like to pick up. I know it sounds really odd, but it feels robust, and it glides lovely across your desk. It's a very smooth action, and the buttons, everything's just really super responsive about it. It's got a good feel to it, and lots of configuration options in the application, which I've only just scratched the surface on, so lots to play with there. But for me, really, if you've got more than one device that you're wanting to control on your desktop, with a mouse and everything, then this is your answer. Your other options are to go with the Logitech MX series mice, and obviously, you know, their varying price ranges all the way up to nearly £100. So this could actually save you, you know, quite a chunk of money compared to the top end mouse. But yeah, thoroughly recommended. Link in the description if you're interested. Your only decision now is which colour do you go for. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you've not done already. Have you got one of these mice? You know, let me know in your comments. You know, let me know what your thoughts are. But any questions or anything like that, you know, drop them down below and I'll try and answer them for you. But as always, yeah, thanks for watching the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.